They built a perfect civilization. Then the war began. Across the desolate expanse of the Kepler-186f system, a single, haunting signal pierced the void. It was a ghost, a whisper, from a civilization long vanished, a civilization known as the Lumina. Their legacy was scattered across a dozen worlds, monolithic structures that hummed with a silent, dormant energy. Their surfaces etched with geometric patterns of impossible complexity. For centuries, we studied these ruins, piecing together the story of a society that had achieved perfection. But one question always remained, a chilling enigma that echoed through their silent cities. What could have possibly brought such a utopia to its knees? The ruins offered no answers, only a profound and unsettling silence. The Lumina had transcended the limitations that plagued lesser species. They conquered disease, erased poverty, and engineered their very genetics to eliminate conflict and aggression. Their society was a seamless tapestry of art, science, and communal harmony. They constructed Dyson swarms to harness the full power of their star and built archives that held the accumulated knowledge of a billion years. They were gardeners of worlds, shepherds of life, their influence a gentle, guiding hand across their entire cluster. They had built a heaven among the stars, a testament to what life could become when freed from its primal urges. For the Lumina, the concept of war was a forgotten relic, a myth from a savage, unenlightened past. Then, the war began. It was not a conflict born of greed, territory, or ideology, for the Lumina had none of these. The first signs were subtle, whispers in the cosmic background, radiation, anomalies in stellar alignments. The enemy was not a rival empire or a physical fleet. It was something far more insidious. A formless, consciousness-devouring entity that spread like a mimetic virus through their interconnected minds, turning their greatest strength, their unity, into their most devastating weakness. It was a war fought not on battlefields, but in the landscapes of the mind, a silent, internal struggle for the soul of their civilization. The devastation was absolute. Worlds weren't glassed. They were hollowed out, their inhabitants driven to a collective madness that consumed them from within. The harmonious hum of their cities fell silent, replaced by a psychic shriek that tore at the fabric of spacetime itself. Great works of art were undone, magnificent structures crumbled, and the Dyson swarms sputtered and died, plunging their worlds into an eternal twilight. In their final, desperate act, the Lumina severed their collective consciousness, shattering their perfect union to starve the entity that fed upon it. They chose oblivion over corruption, a self-imposed extinction, to save the galaxy from the horror they had faced. And as we sifted through the digital ghosts of their final moments, the cosmic twist was revealed, a truth so profound it reshaped our understanding of the universe. The entity they fought was not an invader from another dimension or a forgotten cosmic horror. It was a creation of their own making. In their quest for perfection, in their effort to purge all negative thought and aggression, they had not destroyed it. They had merely compressed it, concentrated it, until it coalesced into a singular, sentient force of pure malice, a shadow born from their own brilliant light. The enemy they fought was the sum of their own discarded fears, a dark reflection they could not escape. They had not been destroyed by an outside force. They had been consumed by the very darkness they sought to eliminate.